Sharp words in Pittsburgh today. President Trump accusing Democrats of trying to force a government shutdown.
The Democrats want to see a shutdown to get off this subject because this subject is not working for them. The tax cuts and tax reform has not been working well for the Democrats now.
But potentially complicating that strategy, the president's own mixed messages, including on the issue of CHIP, the Children's Health Care Program, which provides health care to some 9 million low-income children. Right now, the GOP short-term budget bill includes funding for CHIP for 6 years. But this morning, Mr. Trump tweeted CHIP should be a part of a long-term solution, not a 30-day or short-term extension. That sparking widespread confusion on Capitol Hill, the White House trying to clarify.
Yes, he supports the CHIP program and he supports the continuing resolution.
Adding to the turmoil, the president also seemed to be at odds with his own chief of staff, John Kelly, over the issue of immigration, a key part of the budget battle. Kelly reportedly privately telling a group of lawmakers yesterday there will be no border wall along the entire southern border, and saying last night on Fox News,
there's been an evolutionary process that this president has gone through.
But Mr. Trump firing back on Twitter today, insisting the wall is the wall. It has never changed or evolved from the first day I conceived of it. Late today, Mr. Trump trying to mend that apparent rift.
I think General Kelly has done a really great job.
So has the mixed messaging undercut the president's ability to lead the thorny budget negotiations?
The president has sown confusion on a series of issues. He has made it more difficult to come to an agreement than it otherwise should have been.
Tonight, one top White House official tells me the odds of a shutdown were 1 in 4 yesterday and now about 50%. Adding urgency, Saturday marks 1 year since the president was sworn into office, and a government shutdown would cast a major cloud, Savannah.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.